Alright, time for me to give you a little Dick Tigglers, a little history lesson about myself as a YouTube gamer. Because a lot of you guys may have been following me uh, since my original King Zappa channel, but you probably don't know what went on behind the scenes before, all the Gears of War 2 videos and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna drop a little bit of knowledge on you. This might take, 2 videos, 3 videos, 4 videos, however many videos it'll take for me to go ahead and tell my story. But I'm gonna try my best to tell it in as great detail as possible. All right. So here we go. Um, First off, I didn't get my Xbox 360 until February of 2007. Now, at the time, all I could do was sit and watch and observe. I was on YouTube like everybody else, looking up montages. Um, I was watching guys like Nismo Joe and all these other dudes do their thing, and all I could do was sit back and play my original Xbox. Rocking that Doom 3 and Area 51 and all this other stuff and Halo 2 at the time. That was just I was just doing what I could. But I was watching Gears of War 1 gameplays and I was just like, you know what? These dudes are making this game look really, really hard to play. You know, they're making it look like it takes a freaking rocket scientist to play this game. So I told myself, I was like, you know what? I got my little rinky-dink digital camera with AV splitters, um, and an SD card, an SD memory card. I can record some gameplay. So when I finally get my Xbox 360, I'm gonna start recording some Gears of War. I'm gonna put it on the internet. So finally, I got my Xbox 360, and I uploaded maybe 3 or 4 Gears of War videos. I remember one of them was an execution match. They were all private matches, as a matter of fact. I remember one of them was me and my friends playing Execution on Fuel Depot, and another one that was actually really popular. It was hugely popular for some reason, despite it being a private match. It was an Execution on Process, and those 2 videos were freaking huge for me. Starting off on my original channel, those videos got views and comments up until the point I closed down my original YouTube page. And even to this very day, I do kind of regret closing down that page, just simply because there was a lot of history and a lot of pride that I took in those old videos, because like I said, I had a DVC 100 or DVC something digital camera, and I used an SD card, an SD memory card, and when one ran out of space, I had to hurry up, quickly pop in another one and start recording, and I had to make sure the batteries were good to go before I started. So if the battery died, I had to pop out another one. So it was some ghetto recording. You know what I mean? But at the time, it was all I had. I didn't have a Dazzle. I didn't have anything like that. So yeah, a couple of Gears of War 1 videos were my earliest Gears of War uploads, but they weren't. But Gears of War wasn't really what my channel was based off of, because really, in essence, once I did those videos, I was like, I'm not really gonna go too far with this. So, I'm interested in other stuff. So, earlier on, I would say towards the middle of 2008, we're fast forwarding now, a little bit further down the road, Guilty Gear 2 Overture was getting ready to come out in the United States. The game had already been out in Japan for a little while, so all that was available on YouTube was Japanese campaign playthroughs and multiplayer footage. So I was like, dude, when this game comes out, I'm gonna be the first person to upload the American dubbed playthrough of it. And sure enough, I was. And once I uploaded that, boom, my channel fucking took off. I went from maybe a couple hundred subscribers to about maybe 600 or 700 just with Guilty Gear Overture. I had I had Japanese girls and all these Weibo fans and all this stuff, coming to my page, and it was cool as fuck. I was playing a game that I really was happy to play. I enjoyed it wholeheartedly. although it was hard as fuck to play online because it was an action strategy game, and I wasn't really the best strategist, you know, because it's like Dynasty Warriors type shit. But Guilty Gear Overture was what launched my original King Zappa channel, and helped me take off. But looming in the background, because remember this is 2008, looming in the background, you know, my buddies and I, we were all anxiously awaiting the release of Gears of War 2. Because even while I was playing Guilty Gear Overture, I really only played it to get footage uploaded. You know, I still loved it, but once nighttime came around, my buddies and I would be up playing Gears 1 from fucking like 8, 9 p.m. to like 3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning. You know, just night in and night out. And this was after we had gotten all of our achievements and shit. We were still playing. We'd party up. You know how Gears of War 1 matchmaking was. You know, like, okay, I'm gonna open up a lobby with this many rounds, this time limit, this game mode, and it's gonna be on this map. So you got to try and find me. You know, so we would all just do that and go from lobby to lobby and, you know, play Gears of War 1. And we did that every night up until the release of Gears of War 2. And then once Gears of War 2 came out, oh my god, did my channel blow the fuck up. Because regardless of all the leaked footage that came out, I think I was one of the only people uploading full Gears of War 2 gameplays from start to finish. Like, I was uploading entire matches. Now, mind you, I was using an SD memory card, right? So I had to make sure that my matches were about 10 minutes, maybe less, each and every time. Otherwise, I would run out of space, or if I didn't run out of space, I ran the risk of having my battery die on me. So, yeah, man, shit was fucking crazy. You know, some of my more memorable videos were Execution on Subway, Execution on, or not Execution, King of the Hill on Mansion, Wingman on Tyro Station, Annex on Flood. I had a lot of really good videos. I really do regret deleting that channel because there's so much like lineage and pride that I took in those videos, and you know, it's really unfortunate, you know, that you guys don't really get to share in that history. But those of you guys who were around with me from the very beginning, you guys remember, you guys have those fond memories in your head, and it's great that you guys are still here with me after almost 4 years of being on YouTube. You know, you bounced with me from one channel to another, and you stayed with me through all my other drama and all this stuff. So it's really cool that you know, I have such a loyal fan base built off of not just one game. Well, actually, it was seemingly built off of one game. So yeah, man. But I do regret deleting that other channel. So yeah, man. Gears of War 2 was like the big channel that helped me skyrocket. Now, fast forward, let's see, from November 2008, that's when Gears of War 2 came out. Fast forward to January 2009, I went to boot camp. I signed up. I enlisted in the United States Navy in October 2008, and they finally sent me off to Great Lakes, Illinois in January 2009. Oh boy, dude, that was a hellish 2 months in boot camp. All right, I finally got out of boot camp in March, and it was during the winter, so it was snowing as fuck over in Great Lakes. If you guys are in the Great Lakes area, you've probably seen, you know, the military guys getting out of in the mall. You know, the guys who just got out of A school, they're in the mall or whatever, and they're walking around after they graduated and all this stuff, you know, just trying to enjoy themselves. So I finally get out of boot camp, and I get sent up to Connecticut. All right, Connecticut is where my A school is, and I was gonna be a machinist mate on submarines or whatever. So I spent from March of 2009 up until September. No, no, October, from March to October uh, of 2009 up in Connecticut, and I was doing my schooling there, and that's where I bought my first Dazzle capture card. All right, I bought that Dazzle while I was up there, and that's where, you know, I picked up where I left off back in you know, January, you know, because I didn't want people to just forget. And this video is almost over, but like I said, I'm gonna try and pick this up with multiple videos, okay? And it's just gonna start to get better because I'm gonna try and leave it off on the perfect note. I picked up where I left off, and that's where I started to meet a bunch of different people that you know are staples in my videos. That's where I started talking with more of my subs. I met Wasted, I met Dreezy, I met Zebra, I met Wooly, I met Eagle. I met all these dudes who would later become some of my closest online friends. Staples in my videos, you know, you guys remember them, you love them, you hate them. And that's also around the time I met T too, you know, when I started picking back up on my channel, you know. And I met these dudes just interacting with my subscribers, you know. And not too many people would go out of their way and you know, talk to their subscribers and do all this stuff and go out of their way to get to know these people who have been watching their videos for you don't know how long. And that's what I'm all about here, you know. But everything was kind of, you know, at a like slow glide up until the point I came across a certain individual by the name of, and you guys know him, most of you guys hate him, I personally don't like the guy, but by the name of Almighty. Alright, so with that being said, I'll pick up with you guys on the next video, and I'll go a little bit further into, you know, where I'm going with this. So I'll catch you guys later. Peace.